What's going on, boys and girls? It's your boy Lazy Lightsaber, and today we got 3 hot topics to talk about: the new Assassin's Creed Valhalla, that Nintendo Direct that we may or may not get, we don't know, or we might know, and finally, that Switch drift. Apparently there was a software update that can fix your drift on your Pro Controller. So let's roll the intro and get started. Before we jump right into that video, just want to give a quick shout out to all my new subscribers. Welcome to the channel. We appreciate it. And all the people that have been rocking with me from the start, greatly appreciate it as well. We're marching forward toward 300 subscribers. You know, when we get somewhere around 500, I might do a giveaway. Still thinking about that. But you guys let me know in the comments below if you would like something like that. It will be a small, I'm not giving away a Switch or anything like that. Too poor for that. The other thing is, don't forget to check me out on Twitter. That's at Lazy Lightsaber on Twitter, at Lazy Lightsaber on Twitter. Don't forget to smash that like button and hit the notification bell icon, so you can get notifications on when I post new videos. So let's roll right into it. Like I said earlier, so the new Assassin's Creed Valhalla, I have to remember the name for some reason, but anyways, okay, so first of all, the game looks legit. Like, legit. It looks super awesome. Like, it looks so good that I want to get me a goddamn Xbox. And I've said it before on this channel that I have been looking for an Xbox, but definitely now seriously considering getting one. And I know they've been dropping in price lately. I don't know if I'm gonna get me like a new one. I want to get me like a second hand or like one like a pre-owned one. If you have an Xbox that you want to get rid of and it's super cheap for the low ski, you know, let me know, please. You can hit me up on Twitter. That's at Lazy Lightsaber on Twitter, and definitely, you know, I'll pay the shipping if you give me a good price for it. But anyways, back to the game. The game looks super dope. I'm definitely, like I said, I'm on the cusp. But then I asked a question on Twitter, which I got friggin' demolished. People were just hating on me because I was like, damn, there's no Switch version. And people were like, oh, the Switch sucks. It was a bunch of Switch haters on Twitter on that thread for Ubisoft. It was like I was getting shredded left and right. I'm sure if you go on my Twitter, you can see it. But yeah, I was getting shredded for no reason, just for asking, hey, is there no Switch version? People were like looking at me like I was crazy. Oh, the Switch can't fucking run this shit. Well, I understand that the Switch can't run this shit. People, I think, misunderstood me. Yes, I know it can't run that version of it. That's why I'm asking for a Switch version, a lesser version, a maybe toned down graphically version for the Switch, or maybe a different game that's gonna come out as a Switch exclusive. Because this one's coming out for Xbox One and Xbox, whatever the new one's called, X Series. I always forget the damn name of that thing. But anyways, it's coming out for that. It doesn't even say PS5 or PS4 or nothing. So it may be an exclusive. I am not 100% sure. I did find out, though, through that thread on Twitter, that there are a lot of Switch haters out there just saying the Switch sucks. Like, it's okay if you want to say that the Switch can't handle it. I get that. But it's a whole nother thing to just be bashing it. Whatever. You know, I personally, like all consoles, I think every console has its good and its bad. And they all have their place. I'm not going to hate on a specific console. But I have the Switch. And that is my preference currently. But I'm not about to just stick to that. If I want an Xbox, I'm going to get one. I'm thinking about getting one. Alright, so moving towards the next thing is this Direct. And I'm definitely glad I'm on the brown couch, because we're gonna need some couch time for this one. So there was a new report that came out, and I'm gonna post the snippet here, or the screenshot of the IGN article that apparently is quoting VentureBeat and Eurogamer, saying that basically they heard from devs, and apparently this is like a trusted source, so we're gonna take them for face value on this one. but they heard from devs that Nintendo told them that they won't be hosting an E3 June Direct. That they may have one later on for the summer, and basically all the new Mario stuff that is rumored, and maybe some Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 stuff that may be coming out, may not be coming out. Apparently, it's not going to happen this June. So if you're expecting something from Nintendo this June, it's not going to happen. Now, this is not 100% confirmed by Nintendo, but these sources are pretty credible. So for this specific video, and for the sake of what we're doing here, we're going to take them at face value and say that that's not going to happen because they're saying it won't happen. So we'll see. We'll see where this whole thing ends. But I'm going to go ahead and think that what they're saying is legit. So no Switch, no Direct in June for E3 time. But they did say that the devs that did have games could release their own directs, so their own game announcements, right? They go on Twitter or post their own little, YouTube video or whatever, and then post it that way. So that does give us a little bit of hope that we may see games coming out, maybe not Nintendo games, like from Nintendo first party, but maybe during E3 we could see a couple, I'm hoping more than a couple, but a few Switch games, new Switch games that are coming out by third-party devs. So definitely, I'm hoping, knocking on wood, wherever there is, I can't find any right now, but knocking on that wood, that something will come out, and hopefully we can get some news about new games. As far as the Direct goes, I've said it before on my channel many times. I don't really care if we get this huge Direct. I'm not one of those, what do they call it, entitled people that need a Direct because we must know the information. No, like I said, it could be done in a Twitter thing, or in a YouTube thing, if they want to go ahead and just put out a YouTube video real quick. Great, that's cool. Like I don't have a problem with that, as long as the information is there. But I understand why this is happening, especially right now with the word that we all know, everything that's going around. Apparently, if I say it, they sink the views in my channel even lower than they already are. So we'll go ahead and not say it, but the reason why we're all inside our houses right now. So I understand that, you got to keep people safe and stuff, but at the same time, if you are one of those people that are like, oh, screw it, people should get sick just so I can have a Direct, that's pretty selfish. You might want to tone that shit down. But that doesn't mean that we're not going to have something. And supposedly there is one coming out. It just won't be till late summer. So maybe we're thinking of like September, maybe right before the holidays. And when you think about it realistically, even if that were to come out, I mean, have they had enough time to even show us anything? I mean, working from home, you're not going to be able to build an entire game from home, okay? Not these type of games, not Zelda Breath of the Wild games, not huge Mario titles, not Metroid Prime 4s, all right? These type of games take a lot of time and a lot of patience, and you gotta be there, you gotta be in the office, you gotta be around people. So I don't think, I think they just don't have anything to show yet, because there's just not enough time, and they're hoping that by late September, a lot of this would have blown over and maybe people would have returned to work by then, and then they'll have something to show us. I'm just speculating because I honestly don't know. Now, as far as Directs though, I do like them. Just think back when you first saw that Direct that just really grabbed you, or that trailer from that game in the Direct that just really pulled you in. It's a really good experience. It's really exciting to want that, but I understand why it can't happen. It's like when you wake up one morning and there it is on your Twitter feed, new Nintendo Direct, or you open up YouTube and you see there's a new video by Nintendo and they're announcing games. We all love that, you know what I'm saying? But for the sake of what's going on right now, I understand why it can't be done, but don't cut them out yet. We'll probably see some games by third-party devs in June, and then their official direct down in September. And again, that's just me speculating. I don't know shit. So let's roll to the next thing and the final thing of this video. The Switch Pro update was a 10.0.2 or something like that. 10.0.2. Can't remember exactly which version, but I think it was 10.0.2. But it doesn't matter. If you haven't updated your Switch, go ahead and do it now. Apparently, with this guy here, the Nintendo Switch Pro controller, it caused drift. How about that? A software update caused drift on the Pro controller, so it wouldn't, you know, register your input when you were going, you know, a certain speed, or like it'll push you real fast if you barely tapped it, or if you throttled it all the way forward, it wouldn't move at all or very slowly. So that's weird that a software update would cause so much trouble, and it was specifically for the Pro controllers. According to what they said, Joy-Cons weren't affected. So just make sure that you get your Pro controller checked out, recalibrate as well when you know, do the whole software update, just to make sure. It should fix it, and you should be back again good. Your Pro controller is not broken, there's no drift. Check it out. I've had this thing for a long time now, years, and I haven't had any issues. I love the Pro controller. I hate playing with regular Joy-Cons unless I'm playing handheld mode, which I rarely don't do. I'm like 95% dock player, 5% undocked. The only times I don't play on the dock is when maybe I'm in bed and I want to play a little bit, or possibly the TV is being used by another household member and I don't want to disturb them, things like that. Or if I'm making a video and it has to do with something, you know, that I have to play handheld. But other than that, the Pro controller, I definitely recommend it if you don't have one. This shit does not suffer from drift. I know up until now, but that was a software thing and they got it fixed. But up until now, I haven't had no drift issues. As far as the physical aspect of it, it's been working really good. I love it, you know, and it's just the best way, in my opinion, to play any type of shooting games, any type of game at all. It really doesn't matter. It's just the best and most comfortable to play, in my opinion. Well, anyways, guys, so we went through all this. Let me know in the comments below how you feel about, you know, the new Assassin's Creed. Do you have an Xbox? Will you be getting one? You know, there are a lot of Switch people out there that have an Xbox and have a Switch, and they're definitely going to get this game, or they're going to buy the new Xbox to play this type of game. As well as the direct information, what do you feel? Do you feel that it's going to happen, or maybe it's not going to happen? Who knows where we're at with all this stuff. And don't forget to update your Switch to make sure you get that drift taken care of. Don't forget again to hit that like button. Follow me on Twitter, that's @LazyLightsaber, and your boy Lazy is out. Peace.